Well, good evening. Welcome to another quiz. Of course, it's Sunday night. I think there's a few people playing. Not entirely sure. I'll have a see if I can get an idea. We've got the usual 4 rounds today, but we don't have a fifth. Unfortunately, we didn't quite have enough time to do the final couple of questions. If we'll give a moment for people to join if they want to join, and well, boots up. I was watching the Tom Hanks film Castaway last night, and it gave me an idea for one of the rounds. Just thought of a question while I was looking at it, so we'll see that a little bit later on. But without further ado, I think we should get started. As always, well, not always, because occasionally it hasn't happened, but today we're going to start with question number 1. Let's have another look on here. So Miss Helen is currently giving the boy a bath at the moment. He's back to school tomorrow, and so is she, so she's going to get an early night. Right, question number 1. Created by Donald Trump in December 2019, what is the name of the USA's newest and first military service since the creation of the Air Force in 1947? So the USA, they've created, well, Donald Trump, last year, he created a new military service. What was it called? It's not the Army, it's not the Navy, it's not the Air Force. What is it? Hi Mama, I'm Matt and Kieran and anyone else who's watching. I'm sure there's a few. So question number 1, what is the name of the USA's newest military force? Created in December 2019 by Donald Trump. If you think about what's left, there's Army, they're on the land, Air Force, they're in the sea, and the Navy, the Air Force not in the sea, the Air Force are in the air, the Navy are in the sea. So what's left? Moving on to question number 2. Johnny Rico is a character in the Mobile Infantry from which 1997 film where humans fight giant space insects? Question number 2. Johnny Rico is a character in the Mobile Infantry from which 1997 film where humans fight giant insects in space? Marianne's playing. Hello. Question number 3. For the past 260 years, in June, a ceremony called Trooping the Colour takes place in London to celebrate the birthday of who? In June every year, there's a celebration. There's thousands of troops on horses. It's called Trooping the Colour. It's been going on for the past 260 years. Whose birthday does it celebrate? Question 3. For the past 260 years, in June, a ceremony called Trooping the Colour takes place in London to celebrate the birthday of who? Question number 4. Completed in 1851, The Monarch of the Glen is an oil-on-canvas painting by Sir Edwin Landseer. What animal is on it? Question number 4. Completed in 1851, The Monarch of the Glen is an oil-on-canvas painting by Sir Edwin Landseer featuring what animal? What animal is on the painting? Question number 5. Venison is the term used for the meat from which animal? Venison is the term used for the meat from which animal? Question number 6. A Dear John letter is a letter written to a man by his partner or wife telling him what? Question 6. A Dear John letter is a letter written to a man by his partner or wife telling him what? Moving on to question number 7. Over the Rainbow was sung by Judy Garland in which 1939 children's film? I usually have a cushion on this chair. I haven't today. Now I remember why I have the cushion. Question 7. Over the Rainbow was sung by Judy Garland in which 1939 children's film? Moving on to question number 8. In The Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow needed a brain, the Tin Man wanted a heart, but what did the lion seek? I'm going to take these off because that reflection that keeps coming on is a bit annoying. There, there it is. Can't seem to get rid of it. Hopefully the barbers are going to open soon. Question number 8. In The Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow needed a brain, the Tin Man wanted a heart, but what did the lion seek? Moving on to question number 9, which is a bit of a mouthful. A song originally written in the Zulu language by Solomon Linda in the 1920s called Mbube, which is Zulu for lion, is better known as what? I'll give you a clue. The Zulu word for lion, Mbube, is pronounced Mwumboy. Mwumboy, Mwumboy. So question 9, a song originally written in the Zulu language by Solomon Linda in the 1920s called Mwumboy, which is Zulu for lion, is better known as what? Many different bands and groups have repeated it throughout the ages. I think the Tokens did the more famous version. Right, finally for this round, in which year was the Disney film The Lion King released? It was in the 1990s. That narrows it down a bit. But in what year? What year did The Lion King come out? There's a 2019 version, but we're looking for the original animated Disney film The Lion King. What year was it released? Okay, we're going to move on to round 2 now. Like I said earlier, I was watching Castaway and I had an idea for a question. The next round's based on Tom Hanks, basically. And the first question I thought of when I was watching the film last night, which is question 11. In the 1994 film Castaway, what type of ball was Wilson? So question 11, in the 1994 Tom Hanks film Castaway, what type of ball was Wilson? It's a real company, they still make those balls. You can even buy one with the handprint on it now. I'm guessing they did well out of it. Well, what kind of sport was played with that ball? Or should have been played with that ball anyway. Hello.
Hello.
You had a shower? Yeah.
Yes.
And moving on to question number 12. What was the name of Tom Hanks' character in the films Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Codes? Or the Da Vinci Code? He was a cryptologist based on the books by Dan Brown. What was Tom Hanks' character? What was his name? Was he a cryptologist or was he a cryptographer? I think he was a cryptologist because he studied symbols, if I remember. But what was the character's name? Question 12. What was the name of Tom Hanks' character in the films Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code? Question number 13. In what 1995 film did Jim Lovell, played by Tom Hanks, fail to land on the moon? Question 13. In what 1995 film did Jim Lovell, played by Tom Hanks, fail to land on the moon? True story, apparently. Question 14. Which character did Tom Hanks provide the voice for in the Toy Story franchise? So in the film Toy Story, which character was voiced by Tom Hanks? Question 14. Which character did Tom Hanks provide the voice for in the Toy Story film franchise? Question 15. In what year was Forrest Gump released? I spelled what, W-A-T. Didn't notice when I typed it, looks a bit daft now. So question 15, in what year was Forrest Gump released? It was the same year that The Lion King came out. Sometime in the 1990s. Question number 16. A fortune-telling machine called Zoltar grants a boy, Josh Baskin, who is played by Tom Hanks, his wish to become an adult in which 1988 film? The question 16, a fortune-telling machine called Zoltar grants a boy, Josh Baskin, who's played by Tom Hanks, his wish to become an adult in which 1988 film? I was going to ask what was the name of the machine, but I thought that might be a bit too tricky. Question 17. In which 1993 courtroom drama does Tom Hanks play a gay man who sues his employer for wrongful dismissal after he contracts HIV? Quite a tricky one. I think it won a lot of awards, that film. But it was a while ago now. Question number 17. In which 1993 courtroom drama does Tom Hanks play a gay man who sues his employer for wrongful dismissal after he contracts HIV? Question number 18. This one is multiple choice. You can either answer A, B, or C. In The Terminal, the character Victor Navorsky, played by Tom Hanks, is stranded at New York's JFK Airport after his home country is suddenly not recognized as an independent country. What is the name of Victor's home country? Is it A, Krakosia, B, Mamosia, or C, Proposia? That film was on last night as well. So question 18, in The Terminal, the character Victor Navorsky, played by Tom Hanks, is stranded at New York's JFK Airport after his home country is suddenly not recognised as an independent country. What is the name of Victor's home country? Is it A, Krakosia, B, Mamosia, or C, Proposia? Basically, where does the guy who gets stuck in the terminal come from? Krakosia, Mamosia, or Proposia? And finally, for this Tom Hanks round, question 20. The 1992 Tom Hanks film, actually, I'm wrong, aren't I? There's another question, number 19. I scrolled too far. So question 19. In which 2016 film does Tom Hanks play an aircraft captain who successfully ditches his aircraft in the Hudson River? Should be quite an easy one. Question 19. In which 2016 film does Tom Hanks play an aircraft captain who successfully ditches his aircraft in the Hudson River, saving all on board? Okay, now finally for this round, question 20. The 1992 Tom Hanks film, A League of Their Own, is about an all-girls team playing what sport? Question 20. The 1992 Tom Hanks film, A League of Their Own, is about an all-girls team playing what sport? Okay, gonna have a little break now. Not long, just gonna, well, refill my boot, it's about empty. And then I'll come back with the answers, and then we've got a picture round, and we've got a Marmite round. So, see you soon. Okay, well, I'm back, and I've got beer. I'll just pour this while we're waiting for people to have been to the bathroom or wherever they've been. Could have been better, could have been worse. Okay, we're going to go through the answers, and then we've got some pictures. You'd think I'd get used to this reverse thing by now, but no, it's impossible to get used to. That's it. Okay, where are we? Right, we've got the answers to the first part. Question 1 was created by Donald Trump in December 2019. What is the name of the USA's newest and first military service since the creation of the Air Force in 1947? It was called the Space Force, like the army in space. They have a silly emblem that looks like something out of Star Trek, and they are called Guardians. Well, the answer is the Space Force. Question number 2. Johnny Rico is a character in the Mobile Infantry from which 1997 film where humans fight giant space insects? That's Starship Troopers. Question 3. For the past 260 years in June, a ceremony called Trooping the Colour takes place in London to celebrate the birthday of whom? Well, that's the monarch, the reigning king or queen. So right now it will be the Queen. That's why the Queen has 2 birthdays. Question number 4. Completed in 1851, The Monarch of the Glen is an oil canvas painting by Sir Edwin Landseer featuring what animal? It's a stag. A red deer stag, to be precise. Question number 5. Venison is the term used for the meat from which animal? That's deer. Question number 8. A deer... Question number 8? No, that's skipped forward a bit. Question number 6. A Dear John letter is a letter written to a man by his partner or wife telling him what? It's to tell him their relationship is over. Being dumped, goodbye. Question 7. Over the Rainbow was sung by Judy Garland in which 1939 children's film? That was The Wizard of Oz. Question number 8. In The Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow needed a brain, the Tin Man wanted a heart, but what did the lion seek? The lion was seeking courage or bravery. Courage, bravery, one of those, or either of those. Question 9. A song originally written in the Zulu language by Solomon Linda in the 1920s called Mwumbuwe, which is Zulu for lion, is better known as what? That's The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Question number 10. In which year was the Disney film The Lion King released? It was released in 1994. Okay, the next 10 questions were all on Tom Hanks or Tom Hanks films. And number 11 was in the 1994 Tom Hanks film Castaway. What type of ball was Wilson? Wilson was a volleyball. Question 12. What was the name of Tom Hanks' character in the films Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code? It was Robert Langdon. Question 13. In what 1995 film did Jim Lovell, played by Tom Hanks, fail to land on the moon? That was Apollo 13. Question 14. Which character did Tom Hanks provide the voice for in the Toy Story film franchise? It was Woody the cowboy. Question 15. In what year was Forrest Gump released? It was the same year as The Lion King, 1994. Question 16. A fortune-telling machine called Zoltar grants a boy, Josh Baskin, his wish to become an adult in which 1988 film? It was Big. Question 17. In which 1993 courtroom drama does Tom Hanks play a gay man who sues his employer for wrongful dismissal after he contracts HIV? Now, that was Philadelphia. Question 18. In The Terminal, the character Victor Navorsky, which country does he come from? It's Krakosia, which is answer number A. I wasn't going to read all that out again. Question 19. In which 2016 film does Tom Hanks play an aircraft captain who successfully ditches his aircraft in the Hudson River? It's Sully. S-U-L-L-Y. I think some other places have it as Sully Miracle on the Hudson, but Sully is fine. Finally, for that round, question 20. The 1992 Tom Hanks film, A League of Their Own, is about an all-girls team playing what sport? That's baseball. Hope you did well on those. We're going to move on to the pictures now. And these are all cathedral cities. So I'm going to show you some pictures of cities. They're all cathedral cities. All you have to do is decide which city it is. And there we go. That's question number 21. Which city is that? There's a famous archbishop comes from there. Oh, I'm here now as well. Question 21. Which cathedral city is that? There's a clue. An archbishop comes or hangs around there. George, the Marquis of Mildenhaven, or George is Philip's uncle. He's a Royal Navy commander and happily married to Nada, a former Russian aristocrat with 2 children of their own. Moving on to question 22. Cathedral cities. A very famous view of that cathedral. But which city is it? It's in the northeast of England. That weir there stretches a bit further across the water. I think the guy there's captured it not quite right. I've got a better picture knocking about somewhere. If I could have found it, I would have put it on. So which cathedral city is that? In fact, no, I did have a picture hanging in here, but it went when we had a flood. Moving on, question number 23. It's a cathedral city. It's in the East Midlands. Which city is it? A certain king there. He wanted to give his kingdom for a horse at one point. Might give you a clue. So which city is that, based on its cathedral and the king statue as well?
Some of his sisters were a little bit worried about their sort of bohemian ways, and Theodora, the second older sister, was married, and his family started a school called Sala.
Question 23. Which cathedral city is that? Question number 24. Another cathedral city. This one is also in the East Midlands. Can't really say anything else apart from they have a nice Christmas market there. Which cathedral city is that? Moving on, question 25. Well, this cathedral city has two cities. Two cities? No, it doesn't. It has two cathedrals. It's in the northwest of England. You can see there's a river just there. Which city is it?
With rising political tensions in one school year, the Lips family decides that it should be finish his education back in Britain.
You can say and has said in his adult life, where's home? I don't know where home is. He had many homes. They were very welcoming. They looked after him.
And moving on to question number 26. Which cathedral city is this? I think that says St. Barnabas. It's definitely in the East Midlands.
It's a progressive, newly established school run by Kurt Hahn.
That's which city is that cathedral in?
But actually, it very much appealed to Prince Philip. He developed his leadership skills there. He was already quite independent, but he became, I think, more so when he was there. He did extremely well at the school. The school's ethos pushes the boys to be competitive, practical, and self-reliant. And it pushes them hard.
Yep, it's the Cathedral Church of St. Barnabas. But what is the city?
Cold showers, waking up early, being pushed to the physical limit. And I think there Philip would have found a sort of distraction perhaps with his emotional pain.
Gordonston was a very, very unusual school in its time. It wasn't your typical.
Moving on to question 27.
Or Winchester, but it very much was part of molding Philip in the outdoorsy, direct person that he became.
Philip embraces the Gordonston regime, but the trauma that has marked his young life is set to return.
It was while Philip was at Gordonston.
This particular cathedral has Britain's tallest spire,
One of his sisters, Cecilia, was coming with her.
and apparently it's home to the best preserved Magna Carta, and it's just 8 miles from Stonehenge.
That his sister and her husband, her mother and her in-law, and her 2 boys.
Some Russians went there recently as well.
Prince
Which city is that?
Philip is 16 at the time of Cecile's death. He travels to funerals at the height of Nazi Germany.
But Philip, it must have been awful for him to have known that he'd lost.
Moving on to question number 28. Once again, which city is that? I believe that's the smallest city in the UK, which may help.
And within a year of losing his sister,
Also, it's in Wales.
suffers another unexpected bereavement.
Shortly after Cecile's
But
death,
what city is that?
favourite uncle, George Milton Haven, died of bone cancer. That's a double tragedy, really, for Philip, and he had to move on again.
Life was just one.
Am I in the way there? Shift a little bit. Oop, oop.
Philip develops an effective coping
There we
strategy
go.
to deal with
Mm,
difficult
mm.
cases. The stiff upper lip.
I'm just a little square in the corner.
Philip was very confident and competent.
So,
certainly on the outside.
question 28. Which city is that?
Goes on inside Philip's head and his heart, because he had to, with such a difficult upbringing.
Moving on to question 29.
Iron facade.
Once again, from the picture of the cathedral,
Quite sensitive.
name the city.
The void in Philip's life left by the death of his uncle
Tricky one, that.
is
It's down in the
filled by his
southwest.
younger brother, Lord Louis Mountbatten.
Seems to be some kind of viaduct feature running across there.
Really did take a lead in his life. And he was a great man. My dad was a wood doer, somebody who had great ambition, great talent, great networking.
One of the first bits of advice Philip takes from his uncle G.P., as Mountbatten is known, is to
That
follow
is a city in the far southwest of England, and it's the only city in that county.
Philip involved in the Royal Navy College at Dartmouth.
and it is a royal visit to the college that summer that would change the course of Philip's life completely.
It's the administrative capital of Cornwall, if that helps.
And already another bit of a magnet for young women.
Which city is that?
So on the full display at the Royal Family Academy in July. His uncle Dickie Mountbatten arranges for
Okay, finally for this round, we've got question number 30.
They played games, they went to the croquet lawn, they
Nice easy one.
the tennis
North of
court,
England.
Philip jumped over
Name the city from the cathedral.
by the cancer. Elizabeth was smitten.
Some kind of wall feature there as well.
She wrote to Philip to thank him for looking after her and Margaret. And then Philip wrote back, it was his cousin, he was a good contact to her, she was eventually going to be Queen of England. So Philip isn't a fool. So they started sending letters to each other.
But Elizabeth is only 13 years young, too young for any serious romantic interest. Besides, Philip had other things on his mind. Less than 6 weeks after that fateful meeting, Britain declares war.
And finally for this round, picture 10, question 30, name the city.
And for the sake of peace, we put up with a lot of things happening. We ought not to have happened.
Philip, of course, could have joined the Greek regime. He was still a prince of Greece and one of the heirs to the Greek throne. And I think increasingly in the late 1930s, Philip felt that he was England.
Okay, moving on, we're going to go to do the Marmite round today.
At the beginning of the Second World War.
In early 1940,
Oh, I've got big again. I didn't wish to Zoltar. Okay, the next 10 questions, they are all different breeds of animal. All you have to do is decide whether it's a cow or a sheep. Simple. Moo, ba, cow or sheep. Question number 31. Kerry Hill. Is Kerry Hill a breed of sheep or a breed of cow? Kerry Hill, sheep or cow?
"19-year-old Philip skilled with the searchlight earns him an official commendation. He is honoured with the Greek War Cross."
Question number 32. Cheviot. It's a range of hills in Northumberland, the Cheviots. What is a Cheviot, a breed of sheep or a breed of cow?
In July 1943,
Moo or ba?
abilities were tested. Forrest is targeted.
The Cheviot, sheep or cow? Number 33, the Romney, R-O-M-N-E-Y. Is a Romney a sheep or is a Romney a cow? Beef or lamb? Steak or chops? Mint sauce or horseradish sauce? Sheep or cow is a Romney a sheep or cow?
As he rises through the ranks, Philip sorts it very closely to Princess Elizabeth.
He did find time frequently to write to Elizabeth.
Number 34, a white park. Is a white park a cow or is a white park a sheep?
Philip spends Christmas at 1940
Sheep or cow?
with the royal family.
Steak or chops?
The 17-year-old princess is falling for the 22-year-old.
Moo or ba? Is the white cow the white cow? No, the white park. Is the white park a sheep or a cow? White sheep, white cow, white park. Moving on, number 35, the Herdwick. Is a Herdwick a sheep or is a Herdwick a cow?
After all, marrying the future queen.
Leather or wool?
Whispers about Philip and Elizabeth beginning to spread, helped by his uncle Mountbatten. By the time Philip returns from his war service,
Number 36, the red poll. That's red, P-O-L-L, red poll. Is a red poll a sheep or is a red poll a cow?
If you've only got about £600 in the bank, if you haven't got a settled home of your own, the chances of marrying the very attractive, intelligent, bright, sparkly heir to the most prestigious monarchy in the world.
Number 37, a Suffolk. Is a Suffolk a breed of sheep or is a Suffolk a breed of cow? Mint sauce or horseradish sauce? Steak or chop? Moo or ba?
winning over her parents and their courtiers is a different matter.
Number 38, the Swaledale. Is a Swaledale a sheep or is a Swaledale a cow?
Philip is seen as an outsider, someone who didn't go to the right schools, doesn't have any money, and is far too outspoken to be a true British gentleman.
Philip was from a foreign royal family. He had been brought up in sort of military ways. He was really
Question 39, Rough Fell. Is Rough Fell a sheep or is Rough Fell a cow? Milk or mutton? Beef or lamb?
And it is as royal as they are, but I suppose they
The
do
rough
it
fell.
with
Is the rough fell a sheep or is the rough fell a cow?
certainly views were expressed that he might not be the right person. Nobody approved of him at all, but Elizabeth, for the first time in her life, she really stuck her heels in. This
And finally for tonight, number 40, the English Longhorn. English Longhorn, sheep or cow? Beef or chops? Wool or leather? Sheep or cow? Is the English Longhorn a sheep or is the English Longhorn a cow?
And he also had to give up religion, give up licensing. He was no longer the Orthodox. He now had to be Anglican.
Okay, I'm going to have a very short break now and then we will move on to the answers. See you soon. I'll just rewind those pictures for another quick look. Hello, welcome back. I think I'm down here. Down here? Down here? Down here somewhere. Yes, that's it. Still don't get used to this reverse thing. So, we're going to do some answers now. If everyone's ready, that is. Okay, picture number 1, which was question number 21. Which city is that? Going from the cathedral. Yes, so where the Archbishop of Canterbury lives. It's Canterbury. The question 21, that's Canterbury. Moving on to, no. Picture 2, that's Durham. It's Durham Cathedral there. Question 23, that's Leicester. I'm guessing that's King Richard there. Number 24, that's Lincoln. Lincoln Cathedral. Number 25, that's Liverpool. There's 2 cathedrals in Liverpool, and there they are. And number 26, that is St Barnabas Cathedral in Nottingham. Question 26, that is Nottingham. Question 27, that's where those Russians went. It's Salisbury. That's Salisbury. Salisbury Cathedral. City of Salisbury. Question 28, the UK's smallest city, it is St David's.
So all of that had to be solved.
It was very difficult for Philip to accept this role of second.
Number 29, I don't think I would have had a clue on that one. It's Truro, down in Cornwall.
Most men have the expectation of being master of their own households.
Number 30 is York. York Minster. I'm guessing there's a difference between a minster and a cathedral. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, now the answers for the Marmite round. Yep, that should be me back. Okay, number 31 was the Kerry Hill. Was it a sheep or a cow? The Kerry Hill is a cow. It moos. No, it doesn't. I'm lying. It's a sheep. Kerry Hill is a sheep. See, when I wrote these out, I didn't write on whether they were a sheep or a cow. Except for the ones that are cows, and Kerry Hill hasn't got anything by it, so it's a sheep. 31, Kerry Hill is a sheep. 32, the Cheviot, that's a sheep. 33, the Romney, that's a sheep. 34, the White Park, well that's beef, it's a cow. 35, the Herdwick, it's woolly, it's a sheep. 36, the Red Poll, P-O-L-L, that's moo, it's a cow. 37, the Suffolk, lamb sauce, it is lamb sauce, mint sauce, goes with lamb, lamb chops. The Suffolk is a sheep. 38, the Swaledale. Again, a Swaledale is woolly, it's a sheep. 39, the Rough Fell. Well, the Rough Fell, it's woolly, goes with mint sauce, it's a sheep. And finally, number 40, the English Longhorn. The English Longhorn with steak, leather. It's a cow. Hello, you've just come at the end. What do you think? Is an English Longhorn a sheep or a cow?
Oh man, it sounds like either.
Beef or lamb? Horseradish or mint sauce? Leather or woolly? Moo or bar?
I'm gonna go for moo.
English Longhorn, you've gone for moo. It is a moo.
Is it?
Yes. Right, thanks for playing, everybody. Unfortunately, we don't have the last couple of questions. We just didn't get round to doing it.
You didn't get around to doing it?
No, I didn't get round to doing the last
Oh, you
ones.
didn't actually write them?
No, I didn't. No.
I thought you did.
No. I did the Marmite round, and then it was 7:30, and I still hadn't been to the shop to buy any beer, so I had to nip out and get some beer. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, we're not going to do a prize draw today. I'm just going to say that Mama's won. There we go. Matt, this is your dolly mixture. If Mama would like to choose some sweets, I'll drop hers off at the same time. It saves making different journeys. Next week we will be back to normal. We won't have a boy to get ready for school the next day.
Oh, well.
Well, we will have a boy ready to get ready for school the next day.
What happens?
Whether school's on or not, we won't know until then. And yeah, we won't have a boy who has just had a couple of weeks off ready to get ready for school.
Being stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning
Yes,
on New Year's Eve.
I decided to let him stay up on New Year's Eve,
Yes.
and he did stay up.
He was grumpy the next day.
And he's been grumpy ever since.
And I said to you, do not let him stay up that late. I don't know. Okay,
Right, Kieran scored 33. Well done. Not sure how many other people. I don't think there's many people playing. No, not tonight. I'm guessing everybody's getting ready for school tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Work tomorrow after the Christmas holidays. I don't know if I'm in work tomorrow even yet. I'll either ring up in the morning or I'll just turn up and either stay there or come home.
Well, it's shut, it's locked, you're not going to work.
Yes. If the building's open, I'm going to work. If the building's closed, then I'm not. Okay, once again, thanks for playing. If anyone wants to send in any scores, you can do. If Mama wants to let me know which sweet she wants, I'll drop them off with Matt's, which has been waiting for a while. Last week I had a cold, so I didn't want to come out with a cold in case it was the virus thing. It turns out it's not, it was just a cold. But you have to be sure on these things, really. Mm-hmm. Yes, we spent
A lot of money.
a couple of £100 on new sweets today. But how many jars did we do?
27.
Yeah, 27 jars were also delivered today, so that made it all back, which is good.
Not all.
Most of it back. Okay, on that note, I'm going to bid you all good night and see you next week. Same time, same channel. Bye. Bye.
And his relation. But the success of the